Yeah, choose. Very, very warm welcome to each one of you. Choose as an acronym, as you see it right below the word choose, CHOOSE. You see there, career horoscope, CH, career horoscope, opportunities and options, the OO, and SE stands for succeed and excel. So it's a psychometric driven, psychology driven ability to understand your career horoscope from a very scientific, objective, unbiased perspective so that you can do well in your job, you can do well in your career, you can do well in your life, right? And that's wonderful. Years and years of experience, having helped and enabled thousands of people across the globe. Our team of psychologists have been very happy to bring this program to you. Yes, please feel free to put your thoughts, put your questions, if any, to us so that we can address it. So that is why two of us are co-facilitating this. I am Srinidhi SK from Oscar Murphy Life Strategist, and I have my colleague Manu working on the other side. So every person, you'll agree, is different. Every person is different in the way they think. Every person is different in the way they learn. And every person is different in the way they work or even study. Right? And that's where our career psychologists always help people to uncover your hidden strengths, your talents, and your true capabilities, your inner drives, your natural gifts, deeply embedded strengths and master powers within you, right? Yes, for professionals, we have so many professionals who have availed of the online certification opportunities in career mapping psychometric services. So please feel free, right? Choose the career horoscope opportunities and options to succeed and excel. Right, before we proceed, what is your plan? What is your plan? You have a lot of jobs. You're looking for jobs. And you are, giving out your CVs, curriculum vitae, your resumes, your job applications. You uploaded it on so many job portals and sites. You're applying and responding to so many other organizations, which are advertising. So what is likely to happen? If you don't have a plan for yourself, in terms of job satisfaction, in terms of being happy with whatever you want to do in your life, you're going to be as confused. So that is why when you talk about career horoscope opportunities and options to succeed and excel, you're talking about you need to create your personal development career plan. And to develop a personal career development plan, it doesn't just like that drop down from the heavens. So you need to do something, right? It is not about, don't be applying for jobs erratically, right? You first and foremost find out what you want to do in your life, what do you want to do in your career, and then you start choosing a job. Right? Manu, any thoughts on this?
No, absolutely. I think when you talk about starting your career, when you talk about how to best present yourself, there's a whole lot of things to be discussed, and not too many people are guided in the right way. I can 100%. When I started my career, I didn't know a lot of these things. Okay, I didn't know what it means to what a CV was supposed to do. What I'm supposed to achieve at the outcome of a CV. What do I put on a CV? How is it being read, right? So from that perspective, I think guidance is really important. For anyone who's just starting the career or even trying to shift and moving from career to career as well.
Absolutely. See, when you say the word guidance, See, there are a lot of people to guide. My parents guide me, my teachers guide me, my friends guide me. So is that enough?
It's a well-intentioned guidance, I would say, right? Everybody wants to help,
Right.
but and everyone has their own approach to helping. So based on my own experience, their own experience, what's worked in the past, this is the best thing to do. That is the best thing to do, right?
Yeah.
But it's very few, to give them to do justice to their intention. Also, very few people actually aware of there is a scientific way to sort of think about this. Okay, mostly it's on the market trends. Mostly it's on how much money you can earn from a profession.
Yeah.
Okay, or perhaps it's your family business, something that's been done for generations in the family. We're all doctors, so you need to be a doctor. We're all lawyers, so you need to be a lawyer, or engineers, vice, things like that,
Beautiful.
right? Or perhaps in the society, what is going on? What is the general trend of careers, professions, right? And so because this person is doing it, take this up. I heard this is a good course, you can take that up. So there's a lot of good intentions. It's all coming from the right place, but what is sort of sometimes not looked at is, what is the child good at? What is the student good at? Okay, and when I say good at, I don't mean just marks, because you can score well in different subjects in school, right?
Yeah.
But not all those subjects are something that you may or should follow, because how you score in school and college is very different from the real world, I think. And we realize this later, as we go ahead in our careers, we sort of, okay, just because I scored 90% in this doesn't make me a great computer scientist or this or that, from that perspective, right? So I think when you say guidance, we really need to start putting awareness out there that there are professionals, okay, there are tools, there are assessments, there is a way that can help you.
Absolutely. It is not, while the good intentions are there, it is not just about career guidance, it's not about career advising, it is not even about career counseling. It is about mapping what is good for you in the core of your mind, your strengths, your abilities, your talents. So moving ahead, no matter how good you are, my dear friends, no matter how good you are, you can always be replaced in any job or whatever you're doing at any time of your life. Look at what happened in the COVID. Right? Millions of people across the globe are no more in the jobs. They're all good. Many of them have contributed. They have excellent qualifications, sincere people, capable, competent people. They are recognized and they have a lot of certificates, merits to talk about. But today they are jobless, number one, and they are struggling with their career. Right? There are many who are stuck in in their careers, either in their midlife or probably even at the entry level. Right? They got into a wrong job, very soon. At that point of time, yes, you wanted the money, you wanted a job, but then very soon you realize, this is not a job that you wanted to do. So then it is not about jobs. That's why there's a big question mark there. And no matter how good you are, you can always be replaced if you're doing a job which is not you, right? And that is important for us to realize so that you can, that's where the career horoscope helps, helps you open up your mind's opportunities and option to succeed and excel like no other, because that's for you, right, as an individual. So it's not about why you didn't get a job. Your passionate effort matters, not for them, not for the job giver, not for that organization, but for you. And that you is very, 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 very important. Look, there are so many doors. You can open any door. Each door gives you an opportunity of building your career. But if you open the wrong door and then you are stuck in your job, forget about your career. And that is what is happening to almost 50, 60, 70% of people in this world. They are into jobs which they don't like, but they are doing jobs because they don't have a choice. I have a home loan, I have a car loan, okay, I have to pay my school fees. I don't know, I don't like the job. No, every job has pressures. But if you are doing a job, it is where the pressure is, but if you like the job, it is giving you the job satisfaction. What happened? You enjoy the pressure. The gold medalist is also under tremendous stress at the start of the race, but he knows he deserves the gold. So if you are the gold medalist, if you are the, the killer instinct to have the best of careers for you in your life, then you need to know the signs of how to open the right door, because you have so many doors that can open up for you. Only you get to choose. That's why it is choose. Yeah. So jobs find you careers. Look at this. This is a very, very, so people say jobs versus careers. No. Choose to secure and succeed in your jobs to gain and grow in your careers. Imagine that you choose by mistake a wrong job. Can you grow that wrong job into a career? Yes, no? The answer is obvious. How are you going to grow a wrong job that you chose into a career? You cannot. So that is where people, either they do the course correction quickly, they change over. That's where the job transition happens. A lot of people do that. So they get into, yes, they made a mistake first time, maybe the second time, but at least the third time they are much more careful. But there are people who continue, end up in midlife career crisis. 15, 20 years later, they are stuck in their jobs, stuck in their careers. They see the juniors going ahead and they're stuck. General managers are stuck as general managers, vice presidents are stuck as vice president, head of the department is stuck as head of the department. They will not grow further. So then that will tell you the seriousness as to why it is important that even the first job that you choose, if you make the right choice, you're probably in the right path to grow your careers and gain a lot of job satisfaction, happiness, joy, promotions, increments, and whatnot. So secure the right job right away. Don't be tempted to get into any job just because you got it. It's not, yes, they wanted a person, so they took you. But it is not you. You don't enjoy it at all. So life is not all about getting a job. It is about getting into the right job. It is not about a job. It is about getting into the right job. That helps you succeed in what you do. Succeed to get recognition, succeed to get rewards. Your job is what you love. And a job you love will ensure a successful career for you, a happy career for you, an empowering career for you. You feel so good about yourself because you're in this very enabling career. Search that job which is right for you to choose. Gain and grow in your career and be happy in life. Incidentally, you see the word search. There is a wonderful book available by the name Search, published by Notion Press, available on Amazon, Flipkart. You'll do well to get a copy for yourself. Search is a book that we would strongly recommend. We'll tell you more about that book a little later, but then that is one book which can give you a lot of inspiration. Yeah. All right. So now let's look at some of the publications, what it said, the economic woes of losing a job, right? And if you look at that, percentage saying the following happened to them in the past year, right? Lost jobs in the year and did not lose a job. So you look at what happened, cut back spending because money was tight. So almost 87%, right? And trouble paying bills, 74%. Trouble getting medical care for self and family, 57%. Problems paying rent or mortgage, 53%. You notice because these are the economic woes of losing a job. So if you don't have a job, because you got into a job which you don't like, because it was all money, because you didn't like it, you're as long as you're getting the salary, you were doing that. But because you didn't love the job, your performance was average or probably below average. So the moment the COVID hit or some other crisis hit the company, the first person to get axed is a person who is not to the expectation. And if you don't want that to happen, if you want to be a performer, then get into the job you love. Because you love the job, you're likely to be one of the top performers, and no organization want to lose a top performer, a good performer, right? So now let's look at the other dimension: stress, health, happiness by job experience, right? You have lost job in the past year, and of course did not lose the job. Stress, frequently stress, 54% of people who have lost a job. Health, 39%. Happiness, 38%. Right? Now, what does it tell you? Any person who is without a job is likely to be under, having a lot of economic problems, and also going to be under tremendous amount of stress, health problems, and reduction in their happiness scale. Yeah, that is why it is important for us to see my job is secure. Nobody else wants it. No, that's a mindset. And that is something that we need to change. So great careers start with right jobs, right? So I want you to do a simple thing, my dear friends. On your chat, can you just type out this word, this sentence? Great careers for me. Just use the word for me. Great careers for me start with right jobs, right? Can you just type it out for me so that I know you're very much there, and then you're very much keen to make sure that you get the right career, or you want to help your people get the right jobs, right careers, right? Great careers for me start with right jobs. Choose to secure and succeed in your jobs to gain and grow in your careers. I want to choose. I'm not going to secure and succeed in the job if I don't choose right. And that is why choose becomes very, very important. You secure in a job based on your inner strengths, and not the one that's available easily, nor the one that seems to pay you more for a start. Yeah? To secure the right job for you, the one that gives you job satisfaction, as we have spoken, the recognition, the rewards, you need to start with a firm foundation of inner strength. You're deep inside, right? The inner strengths, the inner drives to bring out the winner in you. So you have the winner in you. If the winner in you cannot be hidden, the winner in you cannot be in some nook and corner of your mind. You need to bring that out. And when you bring that out, you are a very, very different person. Your inner strengths are a complex development within you over the years since birth, involving a host of influences due to heredity, upbringing, environmental, situational, and the like. Whole lot of things are writing on the wall of your mind. Something is being written, and thereby you are conditioned, you're programmed to function in a particular way. Correct? So now, if you understand how are you programmed, and what is the programming or conditioning or the shaping or the molding that has happened inside your mind, then only it is easier to choose. Yeah, know your inner strengths, foundations. They are the foundation. Your inner strengths are your strong foundation, the firm foundation, so that you can build your job successes to come out as a winner. Who doesn't want to come out as a winner? So you want to come out as a winner in the job that you're doing today, whatever job, all right? Whether you're a consultant, or whether you're an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, an architect, right? A nurse, an electrician, it doesn't matter whatever job you're doing, if you have that firm foundation of inner strengths, you are going to excel in your field. So look at this. Look at this diagram. So if the diagram starts right at the top, Learn about yourself. Who are you? Why are you the way you are? How come you are so different and special and unique from everybody else? So, what is unique in me? What is special in me? What are my talents? What are my hidden strengths? This is that I need to know. Learn about myself. Learn about yourself. When you do that, it is next step is explore the majors. What subject should I get into? Explore the careers, what choices I have, explore now the jobs, and focus your path. See, because there are many roads. Today, if you look at career, options are thousands because every day technology is changing, new fields are coming. Oh, you have so much of choice. So chance when you have more choice, the chances of you making a blunder mistake very, very high. So you cannot afford to make a blunder and so focus your path. And when you choose, you are able to focus your path. And now that you are able to focus your path, start trying your strengths out. Yeah. Launch yourself, right, into your career. Prepare and job search, continue education. So you need to make sure the education learning always continues throughout our life, right? And that leads the steps towards success. So we're talking about choose. It is a known fact that your strengths open up opportunities, and hence the need to find out your true strengths, inner strengths, and hidden strengths. Your true strengths, inner strengths, and hidden strengths. So a lot of people, they get into wrong jobs because they don't know their strengths, or even if at all they know, they only know partially, and even that is assumptions or probably hearsay. Yeah, but they definitely know their weaknesses. To succeed in your job, you need to assess, identify, and build on your strengths. It's also important to realize that your weaknesses, hidden or known, as well as the blind spots, are your likely threats to growth and progress. Imagine that I chose a job based on my weakness because, as I said, parental pressure, peer pressure, teachers pressure, market pressure, and or the money pressure. I got the job, I wanted the money, I joined, but it's all using my weaknesses. I'm not at all good in analysis. I don't like writing, but then that is a job I have. What do I do? It is a threat to my growth and progress because I don't like it. I will not put my heart and soul, or even if I put a heart and soul, I'm likely to make blunders, errors. And if my boss is some super in that, he will find me a misfit, and he would not, every day there are wars. He doesn't have peace of mind because of me, and I don't have peace of mind because of my own inability. Do I deserve this in my career, in my job? So to succeed in your job, my dear friends, you need a career planning process that leads to a long-term career strategy, eventually leading you to a healthy and wealthy life strategy itself. So career, because you spend bulk of your life doing that. So that's a resume. Is that a resume? Yeah. Manu, you want to take them through these wonderful pictures? You're there?
Yes, I'm here. Sure. So it's a cartoon. Yeah. Is that a resume? Yeah, I found out where on the company server Mr. Franklin keeps all the resumes they're getting for the open position here, right? Really? Yes, it's funny. People with great experience working on great design projects are looking for a job here. It might be good for us to have someone with that kind of experience here. It might be good for them if I warn them just what kind of architecture we practice here before they get sucked in and can never leave.
Look at that. Look at that. They get sucked in. You notice people get sucked into companies, people get sucked into jobs they don't like. Doctors don't want to be doctors, lawyers don't want to be lawyers, software experts don't want to be software experts, architects don't want to be architects, electrical engineer, doesn't want to continue as an electrical engineer. How many? The cases are not in thousands, it is in lakhs, it is in millions. and you also want to become a victim like that, my dear friends, choose, learn to choose, right? Look at this. So what is the way, right? If you look at this, looking for a job, hire me. No, that doesn't work. So now, step number one, you prepare yourself. Step number two, you find. Three, apply, interview, and then close. So what is the strategy? Cover letter, resume preparation. Find job leads on the internet. Apply to the jobs. Attend the interview, and then negotiate the offer. Now you look at the graph. It is very, very revealing, right? Because you look at the graph. Graph has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullet points in the graph. And if you look at your ready to search, number one at A, right? Duration of job search in terms of months, actually, right? That is where you're actually going in. So it starts from 0%, and then ready to search, it continues. Then you start to apply. Then you have the first interview. Then you have the first offer. Then finally the offer is accepted. And the amount of the percentage of effort of the job seeker. All these 5 steps. So what should you do? Either you like it at the end of it, or you don't. Either you enjoy, or you're stressed at work. Either you're feeling good on the job at the end of all that, or you're feeling bad. Either you succeed, or you're struggling in the job. Either you grow in your job, or you are getting stuck. If majority of the people, as I said, in the world today, the statistics say 87% of the people are stuck in their jobs. 87% of people is not an ordinary number of the 7.2 billion global population. Ask yourself, are you one of them? Ask yourself, a lot of people around you, you look at them, what is happening? Can you get to choose the scientific way, the objective way, the unbiased way, right? So that's why it is important for us. What are the benefits of gaining more work experience? Right, you look at that. Find a job post-graduation. Once you finish your graduation, you find a job. Figure out what you want to do. Become more mature. Acquire some valuable skills. Develop your network. And then, of course, you have the next arrow, which says idea of your strengths and weaknesses comes now. Discover an industry you're passionate about. Show that you care. And more chances of finding a good career. And then, of course, make your resume stand out. So you notice the first half is just going through, but only somewhere later on the realization happens, self-realization. But through this webinar, choose, you are getting that realization today in the next few minutes, right? We're already halfway down, right? The webinar, giving you a whole lot of provocation, definitely, to see that if you can rewrite your career history. So your dream job this way, the arrow mark is saying. The truth is, my dear friends, 80% of jobs don't get posted. They are filled via word of mouth. So expanding the people in your network can drastically increase the number of opportunities that come across your radar. So that means how many people know that you're in the job market? How many people know this is the kind of talent you have? How many people know that this is the kind of gifts you have, the specializations you have? This is the kind of a committed person you are, right? If your network is very small, you hardly get recommended. When a network is big, you will not know from where to where. Just 2 days back, there is a company in Singapore called Sembawang Cup. So they have an office in Gurugram, right, in near Delhi. So they have a very senior position of a vice president. So I have a friend in Delhi, so I passed the recommendation to him. Look, I am just doing it for free. because he's a good friend of mine. I know him. I said, maybe you're interested. Just take a look. Why? Because I'm in his network. Otherwise, why will I put it? And what he did, he said, not for me, but I'm actually having somebody else, right? I'm going to, ask him to, take this forward. So look at that. Some other person is in network with him, and that is how the networks connect. So the more bigger the network, the wider the network, you are the winner. Yeah, that is why it's important. Yes, job, task, duty, passion, work, employee, target, action, the to-do list, the move, do, reach, all these are things that you heard about. And what happens? Success. When we said get a job that you choose so that you will succeed, what happens? Because you start thinking on the job. Because you are thinking on the job, you get ideas. And because you get ideas, you're willing to try. And because you want to try, that that urge to try, get into action. So you will do it. Right? And if you succeed, you're going to do again. If you don't succeed, you're going to do again to see where you went wrong so that you can fine tune, right? And overcome the mistakes or the errors. So, but you're going to do again. And then when you see some success, you're going to do again. So what will happen? And again, and again, and then you keep doing. And when the persistence of doing again and again and again and again, right, you become better and better and better and better, and then the success comes. That is why you cannot take a job whatever that comes your way. You need to choose. Okay, as we are going in, look at the signs. So when you say job success, job search, number one, assess yourself, assess your gifts, assess your talents, assess your capabilities, assess your competence, right? Once you have assessed, then analyze it. Yes, if a professional is there who can do it for you, wonderful, right? But otherwise, yes, with the inputs, analyze, right? Your own, do a reflection, do an introspection. Now, because you're able to identify, you're able to choose, right? You identify your strengths, and your strengths will help you choose your career pathway. So now, yes, don't just look at jobs, but then assess yourself, analyze yourself, identify your core strengths, identify your inner drives, your conditioning, your programming, your gifts, your talents, your competencies, your capabilities. That'll open up a wonderful pathway for your career. Good job, better job, great jobs for you. Here is a checklist, my dear friends, and I want you to make sure that you take a photograph, because this is like your ready reckoner. Small list, right? Ready reckoner for you. Manu, you want them to take them through this 10 point, very important, great jobs for you to choose. Sure. Are always based on
your strengths.
Yes.
Rooted in your passion.
Rooted in your passion.
What you like the most.
What you like the most.
Or deeply desired from within.
Deeply desired from within, yes.
Love to do it naturally. It comes naturally to you. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yes.
Okay. And one that interests you. You
Absolutely.
Find it enjoyable. You gain job satisfaction from this.
Great.
You like the challenge at work, and it helps you find happiness, most importantly.
Beautiful, beautiful. Look, I want to emphasize this. My dear friends, look at your own present job. Is it on these 10 parameters that we have listed for you here? Have you scored all of them? Have you ticked all of them? If it is missing, then it is important for you to choose to do the course correction right now, right today. Don't postpone, because every day you're becoming older. Every day you're losing an opportunity of your life, opportunity of a lifetime, and you don't deserve that. You deserve better days ahead, and that is why it is important for you, great jobs for you to choose. Yeah. So if you don't know your own worth and value, don't expect someone else to calculate it for you. So now that is why it is very important to understand the science. The full science is there in this wonderful book compiled after interacting with thousands of people and enabling them, empowering them, coaching them, guiding them to achieve the best out of their life and career. The Search, the book I mentioned, SCARCH, stands for S for select, E for enable, A for attain, R for reach, and of course CH is career happiness, right? Those of you who want to go beyond the webinar and know more about it, this copy of this book will definitely help you. Get a copy for yourself. Yes, it's available on Amazon and Flipkart. However, since you are our participant, there is a special offer for you, which is you just use the word search, but this is available only on notionpress.com because they are the publishers, right? So you go to Notion Press, www.notionpress.com, search for the search book, yeah, SERCH. Then when you want to place the order, put the word SERCH with 28. Search 28 is the code, so you get a 28% discount on the book is priced at 300 rupees. You get a 28% discount, and then you will know more about it. Yeah. If you don't know your own worth and value, don't expect someone else to calculate it for you. And it means, and that is where the whole science is there, based on the science of psychology, right? As sociology and all other behavioral sciences. Right now, your strengths and power within are your game changers. So why are they the game changers? If you look at it, if you need to pursue a career of your choice, you have three choices: stop, start, and do something differently. Your awareness of your unknown weaknesses, blind spots, and limitations are keys to eliminating possible threats to your success. So while you work on your strength, you also need to know you eliminate the possible threats to your success. But it is your firm belief in your strengths and your ability to work on your capabilities that will change the game in your favor. That is how the choose helps. Yeah. So let's look at that. The trick is to identify and choose your career path. So how do I do that? So you look at, here is FITS. It's an assessment which will talk about your thought process. How are you likely to think in your mind? Then you have, your occupational interests. The PPC 20 will tell you what kind of, competencies, what kind of interest that you need to go. What's your job fit? And what are the likely behavioral traits or personality styles? 4Cs will tell you. So each one of them are linked to the other. And that is where when you combine all these scores, we call it a horoscope, a psychometric horoscope, a career horoscope for yourself, a life horoscope for yourself, right? In order to choose your career path objectively to what is right for you, the scientific assessments like FITS based on Carl Jung, 4Cs based on the research of William Marston, PPC 20, people performance competency based on Richard Boyce and David McClelland, CPA, the communication pattern analysis based on Eric Byrne of transactional analysis fame, BPA, the behavior pattern analysis by B.F. Skinner, PRSE, the learning preferences by David Cole, or CARS based on the research of Gregork, learning styles, multiple intelligence by Howard Gardner, etc. There are so many other assessments play a vital role. You need not have to take all the assessment, don't. But depending on your situation, correct, our experts will, recommend probably 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, something like that. And also depends on your age, your seniority, your profession, right, etc., etc. Based on that, you take it. Your career horoscope can be very customized and specialized for you. Once you choose your career path, it is easier to work on your personal career development plan. Then it is easier because you have understood your mind psychologically, right? You have understood. Do your search and choose your dream career. So what I love, what pays well, and what I am good at. You want a dream job, you need to choose what you love, what pays well, and what you're good at. So otherwise, if you don't do that, you're likely to, you're unlikely to, you don't like the job, you find it boring, and then you're not really, you're very poor in your performance at that. So networking is important. Do not hesitate to reach out. Remember, if you do not ask for it, you will not get it. Learn from different people, having experience in your area of interest, about practicalities, about challenges, and what a typical day for you at work would be like. Yeah. If you still find yourself being pulled towards your dream career, keep doing your homework. Because yes, this is not a one-day exercise, because it's all about your life, your career. So don't leave it to chance, my dear friends. Choose your career the right way. It's very important to choose. In the normal course, people take many years to start doing what they really enjoy doing. Or for many, it may not happen at all. And that's a big, big worry. It may not happen at all. But for those who take to the scientific methods to uncover one's hidden career strengths, the career journey is positive from the word go. From the word go, right from the start, it becomes exciting and you start enjoying. Wow. And what a growth. That's why you say he's a jet setter, right? Oh, he really is climbing his career ladder. After that, there is no looking back. Every day, you would look forward to go to office. Your energy levels would increase automatically and your satisfaction levels will simply shoot up. And imagine what kind of a job you enjoy it, right? Your career is always your choice. So what should you change? What should you stop? Or what should you continue doing? That's a question that I'm going to answer. In fact, there is a very interesting quotation from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein's quotation, as you see it on the screen, everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it'll live its whole life believing it is stupid, right? So you are a genius. But if you're doing a job which you are not fit for, then you will think there is something wrong with you and you don't deserve it. My dear friends, you are a genius. Get the best out of your wisdom, your intellect, your intelligence, your competence, your capability, your talent, your specialization, your expertise, your career, your future is not about what the market conditions are. Don't worry about COVID or of the dynamics of the ever-changing economy. In the COVID, people are making millions. Yes. Why you should be left out? People who don't know how to choose, they are the ones who are struggling. Yes, millions are struggling because I told you the majority struggle because they don't choose. They become victims of wrong choices or forced choices. So why do you want to use a forced choice? It is about the strengths, it is about the powers, the competencies, the intelligence, the likes, the preferences, the feelings, and your factors of motivation that drive you to perform your best. Your best. And that is important. In order to succeed in your career, you have to identify and work on your strengths and certainly not on your weaknesses. Weaknesses are there. Who doesn't have it? I have it, you have it, everybody has it. Right? All the best of Olympic players and the great scientists and the politicians and spiritual masters have had weaknesses, but they all worked on strengths, and that is why they reached the top. You have to get the best out of your hidden powers. So that is why the search is on. That is why the search book, the word search is on to find out your hidden powers and not be stuck with different problems in your life. Yeah. So career mapping. That's why I said it is not about career advice or career guidance or career counseling. It is about mapping, the career mapping to choose what is the right career for you, how to choose a right career. And here, when you look at that, everyone has the talent, everyone has the capability, the knowledge, the skill, and the attitude for excelling in certain aspects of their life and career. certain aspects, underline the word certain aspects, not all. Yeah. So you need to find out what are those certain aspects for you. And then you can individualize your own personal career development plan. And that is where you are going to write a new chapter in your career history. Your secret to success is to learn to tap into it and transform your career from today by mapping what is right for you, by mapping what is right for you. What is right for him may not be right for you. What is right for them may not be right for you. Yes, they might have done very well there, may not be right for you. Right? And that is why it is important to map what is right for you. My dear friends, believe me, you are unique. Believe me, you are special. Believe me, you are different. And believe me, you are intelligent and you are the right person for the right job. But your job is to choose what is the right job for you. Choose. If you want help, get it. But your task is to determine what is the right job or career that provides job satisfaction, happiness, and career growth. If you don't have job satisfaction, if you're not happy doing what you're doing in your life, and if there is no growth in your career, no point. So it's important to choose right. Take that one step. That one step is better than no step at all. If you don't take any step, you're just stuck there. Take that one step, move ahead. Whether you're a professional having considerable years of experience but unsatisfied, or you're a college graduate wanting to join the corporate, it is never too late to pursue your passion. Look at the word passion. So you need to bring out your passion. When you're passionate, work becomes play. When work becomes play, you enjoy it. When you enjoy it, you love it. When you love it, you are going to put your best. When you put your best, you are going to succeed like no other. And because you succeed like no other, rewards come, recognition come, increments come, promotions come. My dear friend, you are on top of the world. You feel so damn good about yourself. Ups and downs are there, but your path is very clear. You're very focused, and then you are moving ahead step by step, and you're very, very clear. Come what may. It doesn't matter what others tell you, but you are very clear because you took time to choose. And that is the key. And that is the most important. In order to be somebody, you do not need all the resources. Don't need everything. And you need to be good in everything. In order to be somebody, you do not need all the resources. If you start being what you want to be, the resources follow. Hey, I'm here to choose. And I make a start being what I want to be. What I want to be is what I choose. Okay. One more, a little small, work for your fingers. What are the words? I choose what I want to be. Can you just type in that? I choose, or I have the power to choose. I have the power to choose what I want to be in my career, in my life. You can add on. I have the power to choose what I want to be. I have the power to choose. See, this is what we call it as a self-affirmation. Because it is not about the webinar. It is not about you listening to me, right? But it is about you start believing in yourself. It is about you wanting to choose to make a better life for yourself, a better career ahead for yourself. And that is why you need to, when you put it down in writing, what is happening, thoughts and action, right? Your behavior, right? Your they say, the muscle intelligence, right? You will never forget whatever you write. So when you write once, it is as good as reading it 10 times. So that is why they say write it. So that's why small little things, right? In this short little webinar, I'm requesting you to write it. As I said, you're writing it for your own benefit. just that one little sentence, just type and say, I choose to start being what I want to be in my life, in my career, right? In my relationship, whatever you want to say, right? All right. Thank you. Thank you for that quick response. Many of you I really appreciate. Makes me, right, there is a two-way communication happening because that also tells me your keenness, your intent, very, very important, right? Your courage. My dear friends, I'm touching on a very important topic now. Your courage, your guts, your courage, your willingness to make a difference, to choose the right career. And that is why you have the people like Mahatma Gandhi. They had the courage. He was a barrister. He left everything. You had Mother Teresa. She was a nun. She was a teacher. She left everything. She said, look, I have the courage because I choose a career in love. Let me distribute it. Mother Teresa. You had the great Swami Vivekananda. You had the great Martin Luther King. You look at people who chose, who had the courage to make a choice. You saw Buddha. He had the princely state. He was a prince. He chose. Today, let me ask you, do you know the name of Buddha's father? You don't know. Buddha's mother? You don't know. Buddha's wife? You don't know. But you know Buddha. Gautam the Buddha. Because he chose. He's no more in his physical body. Vivekananda is no more in his physical body. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is not there. Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, or Madhvacharyas are not there. Right? But they chose a path. The Osho is not there. Chinmayananda is not there. As I said, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, you look at, well-accomplished people from across the world. They may not be there, but they had the courage to choose. You need that courage to choose from between the right and the wrong. It just needs a little courage to pursue your dream career and ignore the critics. There are always critics. They always tell you people, because they don't know that you have taken time to choose, that you've gone through a scientific process, right? It just needs a little time and patience to make your dream career a reality. But at the end, it's worth the journey. It's worth the journey because happiness and satisfaction is what every being wants. Happiness and satisfaction is what every being wants. If happiness is not there, satisfaction is not there, then don't work for the sake of the money. It is not going to the job early morning and then coming back late at night, struggling, a lot of stress, tension, worry, right? Politics, organizational politics, family politics, and then, okay, what to do? Papi pet ka sawal hai, right? I'm struggling for my stomach. No, yeah, this is not the reason why you work. That is not the reason you choose a job or a career. Dear friends, today the behavioral science of psychology has made rapid advances in enabling human understanding and appreciation of mind's true potential. Open your mind's door. Open your mind's door. Thereby, the benefits of psychometric analysis for your career. It helps you become aware and can make use of it so that you can optimize your human capital by fully making use of your strengths and powers to progress despite whatever the challenges are. Yeah, psychometrics. Psycho means mind, metry means measurement. Simply shows if your mind's weights and potential suit the role and responsibility required in the given job, situation, subject of study, career, environment, or the business. So do this reflection, do this introspection that we have come this long in this webinar so far. A lot of thought provocation, a lot of thought stimulation. The current state, where are we now? Where am I now in my job, in my career? And look at the big circle, the desired state. What is your dream? What's your wish? What's your wish list? Where do we want to go in our life? Where do you want to go? Right? If there is a gap, the gap analysis between what is your desired state and what is your current state, the gap analysis is all about what do we need to do to get there and How do we do that? That is where choose helps in your gap analysis. And that is where you are going to make a difference. So, what are behaviors? Behaviors are created by our own thoughts and our own beliefs as much as events that happen to us every other day. Behaviors can be faced. So, everything is happening. The way our people behave, at home, at work, outside in the market, my neighbor's behavior, etc., negatively or positively, I can face it. Even the most deeply negative behavior can be changed into a positive opposite. Your inner strength assessment and analysis gives you answers by way of right thoughts, which has the potential to help you do the course correction with respect to your job success and be in control of your career growth. So that is why when you choose, you are in control of your career growth. The question is, are you ready to choose? Are you ready to choose? So when you say, I'm ready to choose, then you need to do the PDCA. PDCA is nothing but plan, do, check, and act, right? Wonderful methodology, right? Many of the Japanese companies, you will say they will always go for the plan, do, check, and act. So what is the plan, do, check, and act for us? As we choose the right career for us, the right jobs for us, right attitudes within your strengths. So now, number one, look at A, B, C, D. All right. Step one, gap identification. That was our whole objective. Gap identification, attitudes, A, B for behavior, C for capability. I want to understand what is the ABC inside my mind, right? And that is where I do the gap identification. I want to understand the cause investigation, right? And then thereby, when I do the gap identification, when I do the cause investigation, I am able to select an action. So that is the planning process. That's where the word, planning takes a lot of effort here. Once I have the plan is ready, what is going to happen? I am going to come into step two, the do part. So what is the do part? Is the action implemented. Now that I have planned it, I need to implement it. So that is the do part. And then once I started taking, I started doing it, I go into the check, right? I want to study the result. I want to study the outcome to see whether my focus is correct, or if the focus is correct, is my implementation right, and things like that. Maybe fine tuning, course correction, small things like that, adjustments, which are important. And then finally, you standardize and plan continuous improvement. Now it's a question of continuous improvement, and that is where you go ahead, right, and start building a wonderful career ahead for yourself and for your growth. But I must tell you that your career dynamics doesn't change or develop without you taking charge of your learning and implementation. The right thing you need to do is to build your career, is to assess and identify your hidden strengths for different jobs. Learn how to leverage your strengths to realize your growth dreams, how to deal with your weaknesses so that it does not become a threat to your life or to your career. We always have the past. All of us have traveled so much in our life. We have the past, we have the present, and we have the future. So it's time for you to scientific analysis gives you the opportunity to choose to learn and develop your mind's core capability. Ultimately, it's my core capability. My mind has a lot of capabilities. Your mind has a lot of capabilities. But what's the core? Your job is to identify and choose to develop that. And that's the most important in order to revise whatever the past was, to revitalize today in your job, right, in your life, in your career, to redirect the future so that you will have all the happiness, career happiness, and satisfaction coming your way, the joy. So request you, open your mind's door. If one takeaway that you're going to have is open your mind's door to your job and career success. Dear friends, choose to work on your real strengths. Choose to appreciate and leverage the strengths of other people in your interactions. Choose to overcome your weakness by collaborating with other people's strengths. Choose to mold your winner mind with total focus on strengths. Choose to stop finding fault and start to appreciate, and appreciate. It's all about choose, 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 and choose. Yes, we are almost to the end of the webinar. If you deserve the best, dear friends, desire it, believe it, and choose it. Choose the right career because determine your dream job, assess your strengths and overcome the obstacles. Manage your job search like a pro, like a professional. Get started. Get started and succeed in the right career for you. Get help now to choose right. So that's why learn tapping your strengths and benefit by mapping your career. We wish you all the very best, and remember that professional help is available if you believe in your true self, and that's a more core. But you need to develop a desire, a deep desire to know your true self to enhance your self belief. Because if I don't believe in myself, nothing is going to happen. So you need to have your self belief, right? Which will enhance your self confidence, and that is where everything else is going to happen. You need to firmly believe that you deserve to choose only the best for you, right? And then have the courage to ask for it, to make your dream career a reality. I want to give you this last one more lines, few more lines for you to exercise your fingers, right? So the to exercise your fingers, just look at that point number 4. It says, uh, I deserve to choose only the best for me. Just write that. I firmly believe that I deserve to choose only the best for me. Just make it your very personal message to yourself. I firmly believe to deserve to choose the only the best for me. I deserve to choose only the best for me. Just type in, I deserve only the best for me. 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 Right? I choose only the best for me. I choose only the best for me. And this is your mantra. This is your mantra because you start believing in it. And then when you start to choose, I'm telling you, the world is going to unfold a lot of abundance, a lot of opportunities, right, in your job, in your career, in your job satisfaction and happiness. And that is why you are going to enjoy your whatever you're doing, right, your profession, and that's how you're going to go forward. And even if you have struggles and obstacles, you will overcome it because you are enjoying what you're doing. Benefits of knowing your inner strengths to choose the right job for a bright career. Number one, it provides insight into your innate strengths and identifies the key areas of improvement. Number two, helps you understand the predominant personality and working style to get your best out. Number three, it enables you to choose the right job, perform the right roles, and to enhance your performance and your productivity. Isn't it? It's amazing, right? So it enables you to choose the right. And of course, number four, it enables you identify your hidden strengths and attitudes to leverage it to gain a competitive edge in your job. So you need to have that competitive edge, and that is where your choose helps and objectively measures your competencies to help you devise plans to bridge gaps. We spoke about bridge gaps in your performance and your potential. Wonderful. So seek professional help to improve your career, right? Whether you're starting you're in a transition or midlife crisis, or you just want to progress in whatever you're doing, right? And of course, we also support people with relationships and building it, strengthening it, self-awareness and personality development, communication, right? Of course, the leadership interventions we keep doing so periodically with some of the best companies in the world, and of course personal branding, right, as part of the coaching process of many people across the globe. So choose to bridge your career gap by knowing your behavior, BAT, the behavior, attitude and thinking for the right career path. Dear friends, psychometric assessment from TAW, theassessmentworld.com. We offer professional certifications for experts or professionals. You can be a professional too. We conduct a lot of behavioral interventions, and a lot of people get trained by us, and they also become behavioral interventionists. We are change catalysts, we are performance enhancers, and we're also authors and researchers, especially on researchers and authors. We are always looking out to collaborate. If any of you have this inkling for writing, and then if you want your own to be a co-author with us, please show an indication. Definitely, we could probably achieve some milestones in that area too, right? We're always looking to spread the knowledge around.